Hello, 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 and welcome to LRGA. Thanks for tuning in. Today is Monday. It's Monday, April 11th, 2022. And you know what? I am so happy that you decided to drop in tonight. I am so happy that I get to share with you some thoughts that I've have about the what's the show called? Love and Marriage Huntsville. Keke, do you love me? Would you do da 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 da? Anyway, that's the name of the episode that came on. I was supposed to come on a little earlier, but I had to make my thumbnail, and then I got all OCD about it. You know, you can't make a YouTube thumbnail without going through every template possible to see exactly what message you want to convey to your audience, you know? And so I came up with this nifty retro style thing here. And tonight we're going to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville, most recent episode, Keke, Do You Love Me? And if you haven't already, subscribe, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button on your way in while I recap Love and Marriage Huntsville. Keke, do you love me? And yeah, so let's get into it. I have a reel that I made, and I'll just be saying what I'm thinking about this particular episode while we look at these images, along with the words that came out of their mouth via closed caption. Okay? Prosperity Thick Girl 40s in the house. All right, sis. I know I said I would come on earlier, and thank you for being here, Prosperity Thick Girl 40. Hello. I have the envelope already. I have to get some pop paper for that item that I was supposed to put in the mail like 80,000 years ago, but it's on the way. Don't even worry about it. What's good? Prosperity Thick Girl 40 is in the house. Is that a new chair? No, actually, this chair is the chair, but you hear all that noise it makes from this ass that's in the chair? I usually pull one of my son's larger, quieter, less squeaky chairs in here. But this particular game chair I ordered because I fancy myself a gamer girl every time I play Fortnite and drop in with my sons back in the day during season 1 and stuff. We'd be dropping in. And, I made it to a couple of tournaments back in the day, not for shooting, for camping out. Yes, I was the one that was like dropping in bushes and happened to be where the circle was going to be. And so, yeah, I ended up in freaking tournaments before. Remember that time? Yeah. So daddy's over here. He's trying to like watch this show. But he went ahead and came in, and yeah. So he's in here too. So I'm going to be like talking over my shoulders, not because I'm crazy. There's actually somebody else in the room. But here, I'm going to drop this link because if Prosperity Thick Girl 40 would like to come up, copy the clipboard. It's copied, it says. And so then I'm going to put it over here. So anyway, did I answer the question? Is that a new chair? No. And do I love it? Yes. And is it my particular chair? Yes. And so I decided to go ahead and use it today, even though it's hella squeaky. It's squeaky. So one time I did this girl's weave. I used to do hair. I've done so many things in my life. So one time I did this girl's weave, and I told her, I said, you have long hair, and how we do, it was a white girl. And she said, oh, I love the way you always change your hair all the time. I want some curly hair this week. And she had a lot of straight hair, but she didn't want to get a permed or anything. And she's like, could you do one of those on me? And I was like, well, you have so much other hair. Like my technique is to like, braid your hair and then sew that down and then sew the weave into the wefts of hair, like into your freaking braided hair, right? And she had like long, thick hair. So I did my technique where I braided her hair into a circle all the way around her head. And she had hair like this much hair. And that's how I'm braiding it. So the braids came out like this. They came out like ropes, right? So then I'm sewing the weave in the ropes, like this big, like I finished and I charged her extra. I already knew because she made money anyway. She was a stripper and everything. So she had money to burn. Because as soon as she asked me, I was like, oh, it costs like $300. I just like named the price. It was like circa 96. Okay. And I was like, $300, right? And so I was totally going down to Angel Beauty Supply, picking out some wefts for her hair, right? Some hairs for her hair stuff, right? So then I freaking did her hair. It took forever. Forever. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. I was waiting. I was like, oh my God. In my head, I was like, why did I say yes to this ish, right? Because it's taking so long. And you already know it was different style hair. There was no C4. So it like kept slipping around, you know? And so I was like, I finished everything and she gets done. And I told her, and even before I finished, I was like, now I want you to feel that the braid that I'm doing is this thick. It's like this thick. Is this thick, right? You can't see through my hair like you shouldn't, but it's thick, right? Like this thick. Hello? Hello? That's thick. Okay. So she's like, no, go ahead. Go ahead. I totally want to do it. So I finish. I get done. And I did good. She wanted a side part. There was no lace front circa 96. So I had to create like this fake part and show her how to and put some down so she could have some this. And it's all on top of this, mind you, right? I finished. And she's like, oh, it looks so, but it's bumpy. But it's bumpy. Oh my God, I like it, but it's bumpy. I was like, yeah, I told you before I finished the second braid that it was going to be like 3 inches thick. Okay. And so she ended up keeping it. But yeah, that's the moral of the story. I don't even know how I got on that story. Where did I come from? Lord have mercy. It's been a long day. I had a great day. I had a fabulous Monday. I hope you did too. Like I said earlier, thanks for tuning in to Larger Curves. We're here to talk about love and marriage, Huntsville. Keke, do you love me? Smash these buttons on the way in. And if you haven't already, hit that bell so you can get notified next time I upload a video. And so you can become part of this beautiful, curvy community that I'm growing over here. So we're going to welcome Prosperity Thick Girl 40 up. Hello.
Hey, babe.
Hi, how you doing? Thanks for staying up with me, darling.
Good in you. You know I was gonna come if I was up.
Well, I said 15 minutes, and then like I said, I got OCD about the thumbnail. That's what happens when it's late. I can see how people buy hella shit on AHSN at night. Like you are like, yeah, I could use that. I can see how I could use that, I'm like going through every template. I was like, well, maybe that's the one. Well, maybe that's the one. I don't know. Can you hear the hum of my fan? Mama gets hot flashes, and husband got me this huge halo light. This halo light is like hot. It's like 2 feet. Is this 2 feet or
Hot
3
as
feet,
hell.
Daddy? I can turn it down. I wonder if I turn it down, can you guys still see me so good? You can see me all right finally in this thing. That's part of. Oh, that's too dark. That's blurry. See, it was better lighter, huh? Much
Uh-huh.
Okay, here comes the heat. These
You know
glasses
beauty
gonna
is
steam up.
pain.
Nobody make fun of me, okay? Nobody leave comments talking about dang, she's sweaty. Okay? Because yeah, some of us are and some of us aren't. It's okay. My glands work. My glands are good. So okay.
You
Okay.
just sweaty like Tisha was in that video earlier with all that damn Vaseline on her face.
Oh my gosh, she has so much freaking yeah, she had a lot. He was like, you look beautiful. I love that he thinks she looks beautiful with Vaseline all over her
Yeah, that's
face.
the most they ever touched since we've been seeing him on our screen. Him
I
trying to
know,
wipe that
right?
Vaseline off her face.
And he probably needed some for his knuckles. Dun dun dun. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
Exactly.
kidding. I'm not going to be horrible. I'm just gonna be say what everybody was thinking. So, like I said, here on Larger Curves, you know how we do it, Prosperity Thick Girl 40. I'm not here to like review the show exactly scene for scene. I'm here to tell you what I thought about the scenes that I witnessed. So that's my approach. And if there's some interesting message that we can convey and have a pontificate a topic about, then that's what we're here to do also. Along with, a little shade and lots of fun, and it's all in love. Okay. So did I do a soundtrack on this one? I don't know. I don't know. Did I? I don't hear anything. Okay, maybe I didn't. No worries. So oh, but we do have music I can put on because I just like hearing something in the background. So if there's any awkward silence, you know, um, yeah, we could. Can you hear that a little? Oh, did I mute you?
Yeah, you can hear it. I muted myself.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Here, I'm gonna give you back control of your stuff. You, girl. You do. Okay. Yeah, that was giving some energy. I had my bang before we started. Okay. So on this week's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, we picked up with, where did they start? Oh yeah, I love this scene of Melody Hill where her house is, even though I think it might be a little TMI if somebody felt like stalking her. I'm sure that's a notable mountain in whatever little city they live in, and they might want to show a different mountain. But anyway, of course we start with Tiffany's good interested self talking some more about how she felt about Stormy coming at her. And then we have Melody doing her thing, playing two sides to the middle, being like, oh, yeah, you're my friend and Stormy's my friend and you're both opinionated. So, but if you don't like somebody, you don't have to hang out with them. And that was like, to me, an obvious statement about how you don't have to try to fix anything with Destiny if you don't feel like it, right? I don't know why. We haven't seen
I didn't get that. I didn't get that one.
What did you get?
I got, don't need to be fake. If you don't like somebody, you don't like somebody.
Yeah.
And you ain't got to be around people. You ain't got to mingle with people that you don't like.
Right.
Saying, I got that. If her and Stormy don't mix, they don't have to be around each other. They can be cool, but if y'all don't mix, you don't have to push it.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Yeah. Well, because last time with Destiny, she was like, well, maybe if you talk to her and maybe you guys can work it out. And you know what I mean? So she didn't say that. So I feel like it was more about.
But that's why I thought it was about Stormy, because she was like, I tried to push you on Destiny.
Yeah,
but I learned my lesson. So if you ain't gonna get along with Stormy, y'all don't have to get along.
Oh, see, I thought it was more her freaking puppeteering from behind the scenes. I feel like she brings on a person to go after the person that she's done with. And then she brings on another person to go after that next person she's done with. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll see how.
Yeah, but Stormy is the puppet this time. She done puppeteered Tiffany enough, so she don't have to puppeteer her anymore.
Exactly. So we agree on that part, that Tiffany's done being the puppeted, and we're gonna have to see how she stands alone. But we'll see. I don't know. I like when they have like this girl power thing, and I did appreciate how Melody talked about her freedom now being from under Martell's control and how he was still trying to run stuff. And she's like, no. I'm not here for him trying to control me. And a lot of divorced women have been coming to Melody, as it turns out, and they've been talking about what the things that these exes put them through and how they still try to, unset the new boundaries even after they were the ones that messed up.
Exactly.
That's what I
And that's all that was last week with his violin playing. That's all that was. Try to get the audience mad at Melody for not bringing them kids. Well, guess what? You should have made sure it was on your week. If you made sure it was on your week, you wouldn't have to worry about it. Get over it.
Exactly. Get over it because he
What
also,
other
I told,
reason?
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I was going to say, I told the people last week that it was all made up for him because he knows full well Melody didn't film him with his ass. He knows full well Melody is not fucking with him.
Exactly,
He's
and that's
telling
why.
people in interviews she's not messing with him. So he
And
had
that's
no
why it made no
expectation.
sense
Yeah,
for him to make it on her week. Like that's the only reason you could have been doing that, Martell, was to make us mad at Melanie. Get
right.
off. I'm
Or to
over him.
try to force her. So she's either going to look bad or he forced her.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Either way,
Either,
she lost.
yep. Either
And
way, look bad or do what I say. No,
exactly.
I'll take
So
looking bad.
she looked bad for a split second because all of us are like, no, we're not here for it. We're not here for it because him and his mistress are out here in these skirts. And yeah, so we are not feeling sorry for you, baby shirts. We're not
But
feeling
he
sorry.
got something to make him feel sorry for him, and I'm laughing at him like, go ahead, y'all fall for it.
Right?
I'm not falling for it.
I'm not falling for it at all. Neither is Melody. See, now right here, Melody looks like her old self. Somebody said recently she had some work done. And I was like, no, I think it might be contouring because she kind of be looking like she used to look while she doesn't, you know?
Contouring all them filters.
Yeah, lots of good filters. I did not appreciate how Melody had to hear from Tiffany about how, oh, well, maybe you'll reconsider next time. I challenge you to not let bitterness or some bullshit. I'm like, stop getting in people's stuff.
Girl, mind your business. That's what I told her. Mind your business.
Right?
Because it ain't bitterness and it ain't none of that. It's setting boundaries and making people work around those boundaries.
Like he made all the choices he had. How is she at all responsible in any capacity for everything he's done and now his feelings after?
Exactly. And that wasn't about that book. Ain't even about them kids. That book is about helping him get some money in his pocket. So everybody gets on there. That's for generational wealth. That ain't about no damn generational wealth. That's about helping him get some money in his pocket right now.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like that too because he's never done anything like that. And he's been on for, this is season 4. He's never done it. Even when he was watching the kids every day, he didn't think of these projects. You know what I'm saying? So
he's doing this for money. Get out of here.
Oh, look, right here, I made this note. Like, because I've been saying, Tiffany, there's something about Tiffany. I agree with Stormy that there's something off about her.
Mm-hmm.
Even like looking, like this right here. She was having the look, she was talking to Melody about how her first relationship, her first husband, she cheated on him. And
I ain't saying she a gold digger.
Yeah, and Melody was like, oh, so you wanted some more money. And she's like, well, he was my soulmate. And this is her working herself up to crying about that. Watch this, watch. And I'm seeing look, she's like looking, she's like, and because Melody said, and you broke his heart.
I love that part. I was glad Melody said that.
Yeah, she was very on it. See how her eyes don't match? She's like, yeah, I broke his heart. And she's all smiling about it, but crying at the same time. Look, she's like, yeah, I broke his heart. That's a weird reaction, huh? Like she's crying, but she's smiling. I don't know. It was weird.
She ain't crying. She just dropping some tears. She made herself tear up.
Yeah, like that must be the way she can self-cry. Because we can all kind of do that sometimes. And then Melody was like that with it too. She said, you wanted more money, right?
Exactly. I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't staying married to no broke ones either.
Right. How do you think Letitia has any feeling about walking up to this kind of nice house that Kimmy gets to have with Maurice while she's in their investment property now for 30 months? I don't know.
She has a problem with anything that Kimmy does that's better than her.
I think so too. And this scene right here is of them at Kimmy's house. And we're going to just talk about how, do you feel like, I feel like rather, Kimmy was trying to soften how hard she came off at the reunion when she just answered the question. She's like, no, because I don't deal with this. I don't deal in this energy. So no, Tisha wouldn't be my friend if it wasn't for us being in-laws.
That's
And
exactly what she did.
yes, yeah. And I think that after coming home from that honeymoon, it probably helped her. I bet Maurice was in her ear talking about that's family, and he put the Scott on her. And so now she came home and she's willing to play nice.
Exactly, because if she'd have came to her house before they went on their vacation, Kimmy still felt the same way because when they were standing in the backyard and she was like, well, you should be there for T. She was like, look, I ain't got time for none of that. But then when she went on vacation and she thought about it and she was relaxed and she came home and she played with her little dog and she was like, okay, I probably was kind of harsh. Let me just do some little damage control.
Right.
And yeah.
Right. Yeah. And plus, you know, she is fan favorite. And so if there were sensitive fans, they might have been like, oh, with Maurice lying and you being, you know, all evil now, Kimmy, you might not be our favorite no more. You know.
But I love me some Kimmy, but still, she said what she said and she meant what she said when she said it.
And she didn't say it that mean. It was just brutally honest.
It was the truth.
Yeah, it was just brutally honest. But in that moment, it did come off.
It hurts me, and I don't even know her. I just imagine being around her all the time.
I was like, ooh, that's going to be awkward at the next barbecue.
Right, and she meant it, but now she feels better. Now she went on vacation.
Yeah. Ooh, and that vacation served them well. Even Maurice came home smiling a little more. I was like, look at that smile on Kimmy's face. She's so happy she finally got to be on that honeymoon and wear her native negligettes.
I wish she'd have left him in the sun a little longer, though.
Left him in the sun? Let me see how young is he. Let me see.
Now, that's a stick of margarine. He's so light.
Oh, he is very, very, very fair. Oh, yeah, he needs a tan. He needs a tan. Yeah. I wonder if he burns. He probably turns red first. Anyway.
He looks like Frosty the Snowman. He's so damn light.
I've been saying Tisha's hair has been looking laid in some of these things. Her hair was laid there, and in that purple last week, I was like, ooh, that Yaki number 3 is good. So then we have the scene of where Kimmy's finally telling Letitia about Keke, do you love me, being at the pajama party, and how Mel orchestrated Letitia's name being brought up so that Keke could talk about her. And I don't think that Kimmy said it was bad. She just said, yeah, they were talking about you a lot, you know? And I heard what the topic was that Keke was supposedly upset about. And I don't know if Kimmy knew all that information for her to be like, well, I wonder why she's bringing you up. Because if you knew that story, you'd know why she brought you up, you know?
Exactly. But I don't think Kimmy knew either.
Yeah, see, that's what it is. But Kimmy did promise Maurice that she would bring it up when they got back from vacation. And so she did her part and dropped a bone in Letitia's yard. And we'll see the results of that before this reel is finished. The next scene is of the guys meeting at Black and Smokey the Bear coming to meet the Scott brothers. And I always forget his name. I'm sorry. So I just named him Smokey.
Only you can prevent forest fires, Louis.
Yes. So he decided to stop by Black because he was talking heck of smack with Tiffany on his lap the other day.
And pumped out when he got in front of North.
He sees the people, he's like, oh, he acted like they had Will Smith hands or something. He was going to get slapped if he said the wrong thing. Because he had no energy when he got in person with these guys. He had all the energy when he was talking to his wife last week. He was like, oh, yeah.
Exactly. He was so rah-rah.
He was like, oh, yeah. I was like, oh, that must be like aphrodisiac or something talking to
Not only can he prevent forest fires, he act like he was ready to start a fire.
Yeah, he's like, here's what you don't do.
And that's why Marceau told him to take the shot before they started the conversation. Because you remember the last time when him and Tiffany was talking after Maurice and them, and he said, if we would have took them shots, it would have went a different way. Right. So Marceau was like, okay, take this shot because I want to see what other way it's going to go.
Exactly.
And it didn't go the other way again.
again. Because look who we're dealing with. Because I feel like mid scene, he realized, oh shit, she was just sitting on my lap and I was talking hella shit last week. So now I'm gonna come off looking like a punk unless I say this here. Well, you were talking about me and you don't have the right. And we don't know each other. And then he had to concede on everything though. He was like,
exactly, and it made him look like a bigger punk.
Yeah, totally punked out at everything. He told Tiffany, I don't like how he act like he don't know me. He know me. He know me. We know each other. And then he says, dude, I don't even know you like that. And he's like, well, you right. You right. I understand.
And so when Marceau asked him, who in the hell do you think you are? He was supposed to say, I am Lewis, only I can believe for fire. That's who I think I am. And I can talk about your merch if I want to, because I have an opinion just like everybody else.
Everybody else has one. I can talk about whatever I freaking want to talk about because it's my first Amendment right. How about that? How about that?
Like Marceau is an asshole. Everybody has opinions and assholes, and Marceau is a big one.
Right? OMG. Please. You're not running nothing, Marceau.
What he gonna do? Call the police like he called on Martell? Because that's all Marceau gonna do. Marceau ain't gonna bust a grape in a fruit fight.
No, he's not. But you know, he has been working out. If he's been taking any kind of supplements that induce,
he can work out all he wants to. He's just gonna dial the damn phone even harder. He's just gonna push the buttons harder. That's all. He ain't gonna hit nobody. Do nothing else.
Yeah, he has too much to lose. He's not stupid like that. I don't see him being
not even without anything without anything to lose. He still ain't gonna do nothing to nobody.
Yeah, he's
him and his wife is all talk.
He's a barker. I like how the Scott brothers, even in their being mad at each other, they got each other's back. I like that kind of relationship with siblings.
No, when Maurice has his back, because Maurice should have been mad at Marceau. I don't know what Marceau would do if he's mad at Maurice, because Marceau is a wild card, and you don't know what he's gonna do, because he likes to throw everybody under the bus just because he done got ran over by his foot get hit, and he pushes everybody under the bus.
Right. Yeah.
So Maurice is a good brother. We don't know what Marceau would do if he was mad at Maurice at the time.
Well, I don't know. We might be finding that out, because in that live I shot off earlier, he was very upset about what he ended up hearing, because they hear it when we.
Well, it was the truth.
Carlos was saying.
It was the truth. It was the truth.
It seems like it probably was the truth, because I'm like, how does Letitia even stand this asshole? Obviously, he used to be nicer. Even his own brother.
Because Wanda, her mama, and Wanda told her nobody's going to want you with 3 kids, so she feel like she ain't got no other choice. Because if Tisha ever come from under that shell, she is going to be gone.
Those not his kids?
No, them are his kids, but you know her mama, like her mama told Mel, you got 4 kids with that man. Ain't no other man gonna want you. Tisha been hearing that her whole life.
Yeah. Well, some days I think Letitia's just playing dumb and stacking her coins and like making them.
You better be.
And other days I'm like, nope, she's all in. She's all in.
Tisha is all in. She might be stacking her coins, but it ain't for a rainy day.
Yeah, she believes that he was just the only one at the place, not with the linebacker. She believes it. So, yeah. She's this is laughable. That's what she told her mom. It's laughable. Then the next scene, though, is Martell with the first male. Remember, he referred to Malika as the first male.
No, he's the stand-in male.
That's what you know. What everything's the stand-in male. Everything, all these little projects are the stand-in mill, because she was the brains and the money behind all the stuff that he was doing, and he went around and destroyed it all by sticking his penis outside of the household and being an asshole and gaslighting the household, and then doing all the stuff he did to her. And I'm not saying Mel is perfect, but I'm saying when you do shit like that, and the consequences that your family ended up going, that you can't expect regular women with beating hearts to have sympathy for your ass. I don't
Exactly.
understand.
But I like this. I like Melanika, Melanin, whatever the heck her name
Yeah,
is.
I like Melanika too.
She talks with
seems,
sense, and she keeps him. Yeah.
keeps him grounded, and that's
Mhm.
and she doesn't. And nothing about her says, "Oh, I think you're cute in the least." You know what I mean?
No.
And I think he needs to be around that kind of energy because he thinks he's getting over on people with his looks.
Even if she thought he was cute, she wouldn't. She know him, and she would never deal with him. She know what Martell comes with. She don't look like she got time for none of that.
Right? But in
She
his
look like she'll shoot Martell if he play with her heart.
right?
She ain't a male. I can bet you. I can guarantee you that.
In his confessionals,
And you can tell Coleslaw ain't been around her.
He's just trying to get us to feel sad, all of this self-pity, all this realizing that it's too much, too little, too late to ever love again.
All I hear is violins when he talks.
Yeah. He gets out his little teeny baby violin and he's oh, she didn't bring the kids to the thing. Oh, I was gonna have my shirt off on the thing, but I didn't think men would like seeing me without my shirt off in their kitchen. Oh, it was the kids' book. It wasn't for me. Oh, Malika really knows me. I'm so glad she really. I'm like, dude. Dude, when he did all the stuff, and he was like, "Yeah, I did it, and I did what I did to make me happy." You know? And now he's like, I'm really sad about everything that's going on in my life.
And everything is male fault. Boy, please.
Everything. It's all Mel's fault. She's the reason for the wine.
Like Melanika told her.
Drink the wine. When they went to that restaurant, she used to drink sweet wine. And so she's the reason for the wine. And that's why he started making the wine 8 months ago. Is because when he would go to the thing, there would be no more wine. But 8 months ago, you wasn't even with Mel. So who were you taking to go get the wine that Mel liked? See?
That's exactly everything revolves around Mel.
Yeah. Everything is about trying to now prove to her that he's, I don't know. How
about going to get that damn builder's license? Then we all will be happy for you.
Hello. And if
he's doing all these other things, he's doing all the other little things instead of doing the one big thing that will get him back on top to where he was when he was with Melanie.
Exactly.
How can your brain be that little that you can't comprehend that? Like what?
Somebody must have been taking his test for him in college since he graduated.
Exactly. Like, how do you not know builder's license equals your life back instead of doing books, instead of writing cookbooks, and a calendar mark? Come on. A wine that spells incest. Like, what are you doing, dude?
The wine spells incest?
That's how it look if you look at how the spelling of it look like incest.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to go check that out because he's too much for me. He's too much for me. Poor thing. And look, I've kind of but friends, our family, they really see me. They really know who I am. And just like the 8 million people in the world who watch the show know what you've also presented. And this sad story, this sad stack of bones is not getting any sympathy. He's coming off looking very sorry. I'd rather if he just went back to being like, I don't care.
Asshole.
Yeah. Because all this simping afterwards just makes him look even stupider because that's what everybody was saying already before you even went the final step and got the divorce and then went on social media and did all the extra.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's making him have less things. You see that he's not in scenes like he once was. But if you go do something with yourself, like get the damn builder's license,
right,
and get your life back on track, maybe you will.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe who knows what's gonna happen with him. The next scene is Tiffany going to meet Stormy at the bar. And now Stormy did mention before that she didn't drink a lot. And so they're over here at the bar and they're going to meet. And Stormy's being the bigger person because she's calling Tiffany and immediately is like, "Hi, nice to see you, Tiffany. I'm sorry about our last interaction." And that's a whole
And
lot of
then
work
insult
right there.
her.
Yeah. And then, well, she didn't really insult her.
She told the lady she made an arrogant, ignorant comment.
She
You, who
did.
you talking to?
She made a really
But
ignorant
if you're
comment.
trying to extend that olive branch, that is not a word that you would use.
It was ignorant. Why would she say some stupid shit like that? She
It
said
was stupid,
asking
but
her
still.
about something from 5 years ago was like
But what
asking
I'm gonna
her
say
about
next
something she was
is,
12.
but if we trying to make up, if you call me ignorant, the next thing I'm saying is, who the hell you think you talking to?
Well,
If you trying to make up,
I don't know. Because
I
and then
like
Tiffany
Stormy,
followed it
but
up
it's
with,
certain ways that you talk to another adult, and that would not have been the way you gonna talk to me. But being that Tiffany is
she didn't
green,
say it like she was. She said, "Oh." I wish we could play the audio, but the way she said the word ignorant wasn't like you made an ignorant ass comment. It was like, well, you did make an ignorant comment. That's how she was like, that's how she
yeah,
felt at the
you gonna
time.
use different words. That's what we gonna do.
Well, just like
And then
Stormy,
she said that, and
want
don't,
her
then she
using
said that
different
and
words than
insulted the
white
lady,
yeah.
and wasn't listening to the lady. Like, I couldn't have did this thing with her because it would have been no.
I was looking the same way Stormy was looking when she was just talking and talking. She was talking like she was running for office somewhere because she didn't
Tiffany
say
talked
shit.
too much.
She didn't
Period.
say nothing. Stormy said, "Well, how did that whole transparency thing come up?" And she said a whole lot of words that had nothing to do with how the thing transparency came up. And that's what Stormy
But
was
she
sitting
don't
there
know how to
trying
be
to get
transparent.
the words to come out. I was going to put blah, blah, blah every time Tiffany's face popped up here. Because I was like, what is she talking about? Did she answer the lady's question?
Nope. And then when Stormy started talking about her IVF journey, she cut the lady off and started talking about something else. I'm like, Tiffany, read the room, lady. You can't even be on her side too long because she just irritating.
Oh my God.
And then she gonna lie and tell me she's some damn 34. Girl, you ain't been 34 in a couple of 34 years. Stop.
Who's
You's a
34?
lie. Tiffany.
Tiffany is not 34. Is she trying to tell us she's 34?
Tiffany says she is 34. Tiffany is a beautiful woman, but she does not
I
read
don't think she's
34.
34. I think she's a little older than 34. Unless she's done.
I think she meant to say she been trying to have a baby since she was 34, but I don't believe she no damn 34.
Yeah, I don't see 34.
She said me and Louis are trying to have another child because you know I'm 34. I say the fuck.
What? No.
And that's how my face looked. The way Stormy face looked, that's how my face looked when she said she was 34.
Trying to make it work, trying to make it add up. But Stormy didn't say you're not 34.
Yeah, she lucky Stormy didn't say she wasn't 34 because that's what I thought Stormy would say because Stormy don't. Stormy did not know how to mince words.
Well, and then Tiffany, she also dresses older a lot, usually. Like she wears like church lady kind of dresses. So
yeah, she dressed like the mother of the church, but she still ain't 34 even in her damn mother of the church outfits. I don't care how old she dressed, she still don't read 34. It ain't her clothes that make her look old. She don't look 34.
She doesn't. Yeah, and black don't crack like that. So the next thing we have Letitia showing up to Black unannounced with Jalen on duty and immediately acting like boss lady. Oh, you not in your seat? Da, da, da. And he's like, actually, I haven't even had a break yet and haven't been home, lady, to put on a suit. Actually.
Exactly. You know? And instead of her saying, let me help you out, she said, oh, I'll be back.
Yeah. And then Keke walks in. Keke, do you love me? Now we get to the scene we've all been waiting for. And Keke was going to try.
And that horrible wig.
That wig was Mama Joyce the first season we met her. That wig was horrible. But in her confession later, she did look a lot better. So
yeah, Tisha gave her an outfit.
Yeah.
And somebody gave
her an outfit and a wig. She was like, "Ooh, I get a confessional." She probably went to Rent a Center for it. Kimmy was looking nice in the backdrop.
Kimmy looked bomb.
Yeah, love her. Um, let's see. And then so Letitia and Keke start talking, and Letitia is like, "Oh, well, Kimmy told me basically that you had some things to say about me, and you know, Kiki's all. It wasn't in a degrading way. It wasn't degrading at all. Like, I'm not sure. Whatever I said, it wasn't degrading." And this is Keke right here in a wig and some makeup that we like. And
But to Kiki's defense, what did she say that we didn't already know, though?
exactly.
I mean, you don't talk about your cousin. You don't let nobody else talk about your cousin in your presence. And I don't play those games, no. But what did she say that we did not already know? Teacher, you have let us know that you questioned your marriage more than one time. You keep asking him about this goddamn rental property. You keep sending your mama in there to do your dirty work. So therefore, you have questions. We know that you have questions. Keke said nothing that we did not already know.
Exactly.
So for you to play victim is just you being you.
Exactly. And that's the other part. Like, as much talking as Letitia does about everybody else, for her to have anything to say is like, really, Letitia? And you're gonna come at her like this? So by the time Keke makes up a reason and is like, well, what I said isn't as bad as what you said, is what I
5 years ago
probably said. I think that's probably more how it got brought up. Is that, yeah, I did say something, but you've also spoken about me. And she never said, but then you see how Letitia was trying to make her say what she said about her.
Mm-hmm.
You see
Letitia said she was going
dirty.
But on the video, Letitia said she wasn't going to say it. Letitia said it's so bad on the interview she did. She said it was so bad that I cannot say it. If she says it, it's okay. So she's like, well, what did I say? Well, what did I? Girl, you know what the hell you said, and you know what you were talking about. And then she said, after she said that, then she said, but I didn't say anything. So you believe Mel, which you just said that you said it, and then the lady said you apologized for it. So
she's such a liar.
You're a liar. And you always trying to make Mel seem like she the only person that said something about your marriage, girl. You said stuff about her marriage. Exactly. You talked about her like a dog when her husband was cheating on her. You still bringing out stuff that we didn't know. Teacher had several. And Keke looked like she would whoop your ass, so you better stop playing with Keke. Because Keke looked more like mama. Keke looked like she's the more side in the fish called Wanda J. Blige's child than you are. So you better leave Keke alone.
I would.
Because you know you don't look like you gonna fight nothing. That's why you left your own establishment.
Sat there.
Because what I would have said is
yelled and made a scene and tried to get her to self-incriminate and all this stuff, and then stormed off to go outside to call Kimmy.
Somebody that don't care. Kimmy ain't want to hear that. Kimmy probably was being freaky with Maurice again. She probably thought she was on her vacation all over again.
Oh my God. She's like, see, Maurice, this is why I didn't
want to. But my thing is, if she was so about it, how you gonna leave your own establishment? If anything, I'd have been like this: take that drink and go. I'm not leaving my building. Is you crazy? Crazy. And then Keke ain't finished because Keke say, "Oh, so now who you talking to me about?"
I know, right? That was perfect. That was perfection. I'm here for what Keke said in that. I was
like, talking about something. I'm shaking, girl. You ain't shaking. You just knew Keke probably was in there shaking, and you ain't want to get popped.
Right. The reason she was shaking is because she just lied and knows that it's all on tape.
And she was scared.
Yup, that is it. So this scene ends in to be continued. So they're gonna pick up next week in the parking lot.
Look at her face. She's scared. She is scared. Keke,
He's
girl,
like,
don't you hit me.
okay.
Here
And
she
then we
comes.
have the
Kimmy,
senior
Kimmy, Kimmy.
season,
Half 911 on speed dial. Call my soul. Tell him to
We
get
have
up
no
there.
idea.
We done
right?
turned internet
So that
off,
was the
turned the
week.
internet back on.
That was this week's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And that was just some of the things that I noticed. I feel like it was like overall, it was just an all right episode. I don't know. I guess we got some scenes, but there wasn't a lot of meat. This last scene was the best scene to me. Because
It was
Bill's
something to
partner,
watch. That's all. It was something
yeah,
to take your eye away.
yeah. And so, but one of the things I love about Love and Marriage Huntsville is because obviously they don't have the same kind of contracts other reality shows be having, because they leave the show, get off the episode, and go right to the
The
freaking
internet.
Instagram and tell all the business. Okay, so Melody actually did not do one this week. She did one last week, but Kimmy and Maurice had this little piece of interview.
Turn the Wi-Fi off. Turn the Wi-Fi
And
back on.
here, I'm gonna
Listen, when Gabrielle told me to do this, I told her that she don't want me to do this.
put
I
this
said,
down.
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't go live. I don't do all this extra stuff. And see, now
So
she
they
getting-
had
she
this
getting
little
what she paid
interview,
for.
and I'm just,
They're
How is
meaningful
Huntsville
because
changing then?
it
You
looks
know how?
into something that's meaningful to us. And to be recognized on a bigger scale for things that are meaningful to us is amazing. Like, it's amazing. So we keep them right here.
Oh, that is so
I don't
awesome.
know, they're talking about some award.
What I'm doing.
He
All right.
always, he's been on this whole cologne kick lately.
All
So
right.
Oh.
more than people remembering what he looked like, he wants people to remember what he smelled like.
All right.
You know,
Oh.
that's
All you
great.
gotta do is get a whiff of
That's
heaven.
Miami Reach right there. That's Miami.
That's right.
Reach.
That's why you guys got to get a ticket, because they don't have smell-o-vision yet. So if you want to be a part of the true experience and you want to smell, you want to leave them smelling, baby, get your ticket and show up.
We're now in the top 3 as far as best places to live in the whole United States.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
That's right.
we're number
our show
3.
first came out, we basically said it's like a gold rush. Get here. And I think some people heeded the message because these real estate prices are through the roof now.
Through the roof.
Like
Amazing.
ridiculous. Hey, but you know what? That's a sign of the times, and that means that there's elegance waiting right here in our city, which is why all the people need to get their stuff together, get their elegance on, and come out and enjoy this vibe, this experience that's going to happen on the rooftop in downtown
Listen,
Huntsville.
y'all get to go down to 106 Jefferson, and
Yes.
it's a whole thing to be on the rooftop. I got us space down there for our anniversary because it was the newest hotel here, and it's
They're such a
But
cute
you know, this
couple.
is not just an experience; it's a party with a purpose as well.
That's what
Are they gonna
JQ
be
was saying,
hosting?
the red carpet host. Look,
She's not a good
I'm trying to
interviewer.
step
She
my
keep
game
cutting
up.
everybody off.
Maurice, I know you're gonna do your thing. Kimmy, I know you're gonna do your thing. But what are y'all like looking forward to seeing? Is it the the dress? Is it just being able to dance on the rooftop? What are you guys looking forward to the most?
It sounds
I'm
like a
actually
cool
looking forward to
event,
seeing the people.
big
You
event
know,
out
COVID hit us hard, so everybody kind of had a setback, and now we have to, put on our garb, come out and show out because we missed some time, man.
That's true.
That's
true.
right,
That's
man.
We
true.
That
appreciate
is
it a
so
little bit
true.
more now, right?
That's how you got the
It's
Roaring
April
20.
16th. Get your tickets ASAP. Look, Valet Party.
Hey,
They didn't really talk about nothing.
all the things that our castmates are doing and have done in the community to help the community grow is major. Like, it's
It is.
major, and they continue to have projects and initiatives that we're working toward to help continue that venture. So when people say we put Huntsville on the map, Huntsville was on the map. We're just kind of making it more fun.
Like
I
that.
think also we kind of foretold the story of what Huntsville was to to the masses. Basically,
People remembering what he looked like.
Guys, look, we appreciate that.
Okay,
You
that
know,
was
that's
that.
all you
great.
gotta do is get a
That's
whiff of
Now,
heaven.
one
Miami
more
Reach
thing.
right
Let's
there.
take this from the stream. So that was a little clip from an interview with obviously some lady from Huntsville, and they were all talking about how awesome Huntsville is, and just like what they do in IRL in Huntsville, obviously, is try to get at this rooftop party. It sounds awesome. And then, so that's one of the lives that I was able to catch after this week's episode 11, Marriage Huntsville. And let's see what else we have. Then, did you see this?
Child, with her non-spelling self.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube. Absolutely.
Okay, let's go
You
ahead.
want the
Yeah, I
ladies
was
tea?
buffering a
Come
lot.
sip with me. Subscribe. Click the link in my bio now.
So she
And
hasn't,
she still ain't dropped nothing yet.
right, and she hasn't dropped anything. And so I'm just like, oh, but she was she in that car again over the weekend? I think she was doing a live again from another car, and I was gonna tape her,
Yeah, and
but
she
she
kept
talked about nothing. She wasn't talking about nothing. I was like, oh well, okay. When if she does start reviewing the show, um, it would be interesting to hear her perspective and what she really thinks as a person that has some contact with at least the men on the show. Um, I don't know. I'm not really for,
She had all of these
recording.
people sending questions that she's supposed to be going to answer, and she ain't did nothing yet.
Yeah,
She's allowed to do nothing. She done all these many months she could have been making money on her own YouTube channel. And look, today, everybody that has a YouTube channel that made a video about her making a YouTube channel, and she still
right,
ain't did nothing.
right. Well, you
Nobody
know
has time
what?
to play with everyone, and she can't even spell absolutely like girl. And then you gonna tell me something? You did that on purpose. If you did it on purpose, why did you go change it back to the right spelling? Girl, go on
Right?
somewhere with you and your baby daddy. Cause your
Oh,
baby daddy, why your wine ain't ready? Why wasn't his wine ready to be dropped when the first episode started? Like y'all drag y'all feet
because it was
on
an
every
afterthought.
single
It was
thing
all
in
an
life.
afterthought. It was all an
I
afterthought.
know, but they drag their feet on everything in life. He can't afford the damn distribution. That's what that is.
Yeah, he needed to wait for filming so he could get the money to pay the people. Maybe
Yeah, that's
that's
why
what
he
it
wanted them
is.
kids to be there for that damn book signing so he could have got some money in his pocket.
Yeah.
Cause
I
ain't no
wonder
way you
how
gonna tell
hard
me you
is the
sat there
freaking
and made a
campus
book
test?
signing for a day. You don't think that you will have the kids. Like that is the dumbest thing in the world that you could ever do. Now you done spent money
How
and
hard
didn't
is the
make not
builder's
1 cent.
test in Huntsville?
Here's what I found.
Is the general contractor's exam in Huntsville very difficult?
I found this on the web.
Huh. Let's see. Oh, she doesn't feel like showing me for real. Well, it didn't say yes.
They
So,
got a cheat sheet. Everybody else got a cheat sheet. They got a cheat sheet too. God damn
right,
it.
go take an exam crown, dude. That's how I pass a
And
lot of
he
my tests. I just
and
go
he
take
didn't
the
want
exam crown.
to do that reading because he can't read. He needed the kids there to read the book for his ass. That's why he can't study because he can't read.
Oh, you think he can't read?
Why did he keep saying he get distracted real easy when every time he go to study? Because you can't read, boy.
Oh, oh, that's kind of sad. Poor Melody had to cover up for all of that. Oh,
Exactly. And you want
oh,
to do me wrong? Boy, please.
oh. And then he had the nerve to say, "Yeah, social media and Melody been casting me in a bad light." Hey, dudes, I'm on live, dudes.
Your
Okay, well,
ding ding casted you in the bad light. That's who casted you in the bad light. You, Arion, and your ding ding.
that's right. Him, coleslaw, and the ding ding.
I cannot take these people.
And that's kind of why I don't want to see her on the show. I do not need coleslaws getting rewarded because then we'll just have more coleslaw. That's what I feel like.
Well, who's gonna film with her besides Martell? Nobody
Just
else on the show
Martell.
likes her.
Just Martell. And however
Melanika don't
many.
even probably won't even film with her.
Yeah, I don't think that. Well, maybe Letitia might film with her just to piss off Melody.
Yeah, to piss off Melody, but guess what? She been talking about your husband too, so Marcel ain't gonna let her do that.
Right? Marceau will be like, "Oh no, 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 baby, you're not going to that. You're not going over there." And she'd be like,
Exactly, because
"Okay."
line,
And then
she
of
knows
course
some
Kimmy
stuff.
not going. Kimmy not going because she be trying to bend Kimmy's ear about linebackers and freaking
Hmm.
different football plays.
Kimmy ain't going because Kimmy got a brain in her head.
Yeah, yeah. And if that happened, they weren't married, so she's willing to let it be that.
Hmm. And Tiffany ain't gonna film with her. Ain't nobody filming with no damn coleslaw but Martell. And what they gonna do? What they gonna talk
Yeah.
about?
What are they going to talk about? Because Melody's not going to then let the kids be with him. Well, if it's on his weekend, he can have them.
Child.
Oh man, that's pretty much all I had for it. I mean, it was just an okay episode. I love that they share their lives with us, but it wasn't just like it wasn't super entertaining. It was just like a episode of their lives. You know, sometimes the episodes feel entertaining, but this didn't really feel entertaining until even that last episode with as much backpedaling as lying as Tisha was doing. I was like,
Is it over yet?
yeah, is it? No, because it's to be continued next week and they picking up in the parking lot and I'll come back too.
Exactly. We will be there.
We will be
Oh,
there and then we'll be here or be square, okay? Because Larger Curves loves reviewing these shows for you. And I really appreciate you stopping in. I hope you're smashing buttons on the way out. You know what, Prosperity Thick Girl 40? Tell them your Instagram and you know she makes beautiful cups. Where are my cups? Where are they? They're right here. Let me get them.
Cups by Thick Girl on IG. Go get your water bottles, your tumblers, your wine glasses, your cognac glasses, anything cups. I got you. And they're pretty. I know what I'm doing.
See, look how it matches the background tonight. Really good.
Yes, I understand the assignment when it comes to my glasses.
Beautiful. And then here, look, I got a set. Wait, where's my lady? Lady, baby, tonight we'll see by the moonlight. Yes. So hit up Prosperity Thick Girl 40 at
At
Cups
Cups
Thick
by
Girl
Thick Girl
at
on
Cups by Thick
IG.
Girl on IG so that you too can have your beautiful freaking custom cup.
Drinking style. Why not be pretty? If you're pretty, why not have a pretty glass to put up to your mouth?
Okay. So
And see, hers look like her. You see how
did you
good
see
I
how she
am?
did that? Did you guys see how she did that?
You see the
Look, I
dreads and the
usually wear my hair
glasses?
up too.
Mm-hmm.
She made me sisters.
I understand
Sisters,
the assignment very well.
sisters. There were never such devoted sisters. Okay. Husband's always like, you got a song for everything. He's like, he just gets quiet. He gets really quiet. He's like, maybe she'll stop.
Nope. She not.
Nope, I don't stop. I just keep going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny
I
over
was about to
here.
say
You
you
know?
need with the Energizer Bunny, and she
Yeah.
always got a goddamn energy drink, so
Oh
she doesn't
yeah.
stop.
Just wind me up and watch me go. Wind me up. There used to be a
Go to
song.
her TikTok.
So come on and wind me up.
Go over to her TikTok and her Instagram.
Yeah,
You
I
enjoy
do a
this.
lot. I do too much on you can see me on Instagram at Larger Curves, but that's my backup account. My real main account was at the Andersons, 2 Z's. And that's my big account over there. I have like 24,000 people. But Yeah, they're after me because I say do other stuff on TikTok. So yeah, I just want to stick to the larger curves on TikTok. That's what you do. Don't go to the other one I mentioned. I'm not even gonna say it again. I'm not even gonna say it again. At larger curves on
You know
TikTok.
I'm going to subscribe, right?
No,
you know I'm
no,
going,
no,
you know I'm
no,
going to follow, right?
no,
I'm
don't.
keeping it in my head, and I'm
Oh
remembering the two
no.
V's at the end.
No, see, maybe it's
I'm
shadow
going.
banned for a reason. But yeah. Um, I don't take it personal. I just make a new account. So at larger curves is fine. They don't hate me right there. But and then on Instagram also at larger curves. And then I have at larger curve www.largercurves.com. Largercurves.com. You can check me out. Got some merch over there. You can check it out. Check it out. And yeah, get a t-shirt. I have one. This is one of my Shine On shirts. And I have some other merch over there too. You can get backpacks. There's pants. There's shorts. All kind of stuff over there. One of a kind, made by moi, specially curated apparel, custom apparel, made by moi. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Look, and we're right at 1 hour, 1 minute, and 29.
29, 30, 31, 32.
Okay. You know what? I love when you're on with me. I want to stay on, but husband just got, I told you he was over there, but he just did the next phase of the evening.
Won't say I kept you. Won't say I kept you.
Yeah. Look, he's like, oh, wait, I might be taking too long. I better go. Look, okay, I'll see you in the next video, you guys. Smash the buttons, leave a comment. Thanks for popping in, Prosperity Thick Girl. And you know
always
what?
love.
You know what? Let me do what I always do, girl.
Bye, hubby.
Thank you for tuning in, and leave a comment. If you see this in the replay, let us
and
know.
a like.
And I'll see you guys in the next video.
Like the video.
Oh yeah, like and subscribe. Okay.
See you in your DMs, sis.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Prosperity. See you guys. Peace.
Bye-bye.